Welcome back everyone to the Otaku Collective. It's good to be back after being gone for so long. I do apologize for that. I've been on a Devil May Cry 5 gaming binge since then. But I am back and I'm finally going to be doing a figure video. I've held off on doing these types of videos because they can be more expensive with less to talk about compared to a card video. But as you might have been able to tell from the thumbnail, we will be looking at the complete Funko Pop street art collection. The first of which was Miles Morales. In the alternate reality of Earth 1610, a young New York City teen was bitten by a genetically enhanced spider. When the Peter Parker of that dimension was killed, the teen named Miles Morales was inspired to take up that fallen mantle. Now, as you can see here, this is Miles Morales, number 686. On the front, you can also notice this sticker here. This is from the Fall Convention of 2020, limited edition. As far as I know, you can only purchase this specific pop from the collection in the actual physical stores. As compared to the other ones that you can only get them, well, you can get them both online and physically, of course. Now on the front, you can see here, you got the Street Art Collection, Marvel, Deluxe, and in the background, you see some nice graffiti art and all that. I do like that. And as you can tell, these pops are definitely different compared to all the other ones you're used to seeing. This one obviously features some really cool looking street artwork, just all over the character. And yeah, it's all over the character, front to back. And of course, you also get the display with the brick walls and the concrete flooring, all of that. And there is some graffiti spray painted in the back. And as you can see here, this is the more cleaner version that they've used to take this photo of and all that. And I do like this better. The one I have looks a little scuffed. As you can see, like here down the legs and all that looks stretched out, and over here on the sides as well. Now, apparently these are all hand dipped when they painted them and all that. What that means is that each individual pop, whether from any part of the collection, will look different from each other. So you might get your own after this and it will look a little different compared to this one. The artwork will probably be switched around a little bit, but I do want to take a better look at this. I did not plan to take these out of their boxes. As a collector, I like to keep them in their box, keep that value and all that. But look at these, they just look too nice. And they would look awesome set up in the background, you know, outside of its box. So it's not like I'm planning on reselling these or anything like that. That would probably be a good investment, I suppose, especially this one. But you know what? Just for you guys, I'm going to be taking each one of these out of their boxes and then showing them off a little bit. So why don't we go ahead and pull Miles out of here and just get a good look at all of the artwork and all that stuff. This hurts. How do I do this without ruining the box? Gotta be very careful. As long as I don't ruin the box, it can still look nice and fresh. I can put it back in its box whenever I feel like it. Oh, this is a pain. I hope I don't ruin it. Alright. There's that first bit of plastic out, and I guess the other one snaps off as well. And then we just slide this thing out. Not too bad. Ooh, as you can see, it's a bobblehead. And yeah, it's not too bad. This makes it easy to take it out and then put it back in if you want to, which definitely I'm wanting to do. All right. Well, as you can see, oh man, that looks so much better outside of its box, obviously. Now, as you can see, these are bobbleheads. And if we look in the back, it does say Brooklyn in graffiti, New York, Marvel, and Miles Morales. And these are some definitely nice looking pops. It's what attracted me to them. Normally, I don't care much for pops, but if it's a character I really like, or if it's something like this, I can't help it. I just gotta buy it. So the back and all that stuff, just plain plastic and all that. You got your product labels and all that stuff down here. But yeah, this is definitely really nice. I can't wait to set up my new background with all of these just super sick figures. Do love the street art style. And yeah, that's why I just decided to buy all of these. I couldn't help it. But with that one out of the way, why don't we go ahead and then look at the next one. So the next one in line is Daredevil. This is the second one to have been released. As far as the rest of them, I'm not sure what order they came out in. I know what the last two are, and we'll definitely take a look at those, of course. But this one is Daredevil. As a boy, Matt Murdock lost his sight and gained superhuman senses, an accident that taught him to live without fear. He went on to study law, leading him to a life of crime fighting in New York, as both a lawyer and as the vigilante, Daredevil. As you can see, this is Daredevil number 704, exclusive only at GameStop. That's right, you can only get these Funko Pops at GameStop, whether it be online or brick and mortar, but those are the only places you can get them. Street Art Collection, Marvel Deluxe, and I do like this one due to its deep reds and oranges and all that. Definitely gives that right vibe and coloring of Daredevil and where he's from, Hell's Kitchen, New York. So here is the more cleaner version of the pop. I do like the I just like the cleaner versions better. I wish I had these, but it is what it is. It does look a little scuffed with those white marks. It just looks like it didn't really get repainted well. But why don't we go ahead and take a better look? So let's go ahead and take this thing out of its box. Alrighty, and there we go. Now some of you collectors might be thinking, why don't you just buy a second set, one that you keep in the box and the other that you take out? Well, that would be very expensive, as it already was expensive just getting this one set. I'm not too keen on planning on spending any more money than that. But here is Daredevil outside of its box. Again, another bobblehead. And it does say in the back, if you can see it, I don't want to screw up his head, but it does say Hell's Kitchen. And it's got flames and all that, and this one just looks really nice. I do like that. And like all the others, it's got the name back here, Marvel over here in the bottom left corner, and New York in the bottom right. And like I said, yeah, it does look a little odd with these white blotches and all that. It just didn't look like it was. And look, it's like faded right here in the middle and all that. Does look a bit scuffed, but still cool as hell. Would be cool to put some lighting on them or something like that. But alright, that's our second one. Now why don't we go ahead and try to look at our next one. And that would be the leader of the Avengers himself, Captain America. Recipient of the Super Soldier Serum, World War II hero Steve Rogers fights for American ideals as one of the world's mightiest heroes and the leader of the Avengers. Captain America. And this is Captain America, number 752. Again, same sticker, only available at GameStop. Same labels and all of that. And it's got, of course, that good old red, white, and blue coloring on it. So this right here, of course, is the more cleaner look to it. I like this because it says Brooklyn right on the front. Everything is centered so nicely. Everything looks so clean. This one's not too bad as well. Well, it does look a bit scuffed, like I've been saying. But the same with this one. Let's go ahead and take it out of its box and get a much better look. All right. So the boy is out, and this is a little messed up, I think. His head's tilted a little bit, and it doesn't bobble as much because it's kind of hitting the side. That kind of sucks. But either way, still a good-looking pop. And yeah, those white parts, man, it just looks kind of odd. It does say, of course, his name back here, Captain America, and Brooklyn right here in the back. It's a little easier to see because its head is not as much in the way. Marvel in the bottom left corner, and New York in the bottom right, with those good old red, white, and blue colors. Now, this is what we saw on the back of that box, this part right here. So yeah, each one you'll see, they'll be different from one another. So yours will most likely have it somewhere else. I'm curious as to what all the other ones would look like. I mean, some may be cleaner than others, I wonder. But alright, that's another one down. And let's move on to our next Marvel character. And that next one is another Avenger, Iron Man. Having created a wondrous suit of armor to keep himself alive, Tony has revised it dozens of times, each version with increased capabilities, faster operation, reduced energy usage, and adaptability to the greatest threats the universe has to offer. Iron Man, number 753, and the same labeling as you've seen all on the others. Tony Stark written right on his face. And of course, the same as the others, names in the background, where he's from, which is Manhattan, New York. So let's go ahead and take this guy out of its box and take a closer look. Alright, the boy's out of his box. Just notice, the big apple. Yeah, I was about to say, why is there an apple on his head? But yep, we got Tony Stark, Iron Man out of his box. The nice red, yellow, and white colors, just like his suit. Got Iron Man written on the top. And Manhattan spray painted in the middle, Marvel bottom left, and New York bottom right. Looks like he's about to do one of his beams. Very nice figure. And this one is bobbling just as it should, so that's good to see. But yeah, that's another Marvel character down. And all of these are they're looking really good. Just lined up like this. Yeah. I don't know how I'm going to line up the other ones once I get them out, but yeah, we'll see. Now, the next Marvel character we'll be seeing, a very popular character, very easily identified, Spider-Man. Bitten by a radioactive spider, Peter Parker's arachnid abilities give him amazing powers he uses to help others, even while his personal life continues to offer plenty of obstacles. This is Spider-Man, number 762. Same labeling as all the others. This one, of course, got more of that red and blue, just like his actual costume. So, why don't we go ahead, open this one up as well, and then see what we're working with. Alright, so the Spider-Man is out of his box, and while it looks beautiful, there's a bit of a problem with this one I noticed when I was looking at it inside of its box. Yeah. That is a sad sight to see. So it seems like the issue here is just that the glue came off. I could probably just fix that by putting some super glue on here and then just resting the head right there and just letting it stick. And that should fix the problem, but man, that is crappy. Oh man. And this is one of the last two that had come out a couple months ago, I believe. But yeah, that sucks. So it does say Queens in the background, that's where he's from. I just noticed it does not have his name written on here. Is that because it's a defective model or something? But, well, definitely, yeah. So it says Marvel in the bottom left, New York on the bottom right, and these are really nice looking colors. This is probably the best one I've seen so far as the coloring goes, but then of course it has that freaking issue. But yeah, I'll see what I can do to fix that later. That's a damn shame. But alright, we'll put the boy back here. And we'll move on to our next. And that next character is a character I'm not too familiar with, but this is Luke Cage. After undergoing a variant of the super soldier treatment in jail for a crime he didn't commit, the man formerly known as Carl Lucas was given superhuman strength and unbreakable skin. Adopting the name Power Man, Luke Cage became the hero for hire. As you can see here, this is Luke Cage, number 721. It's got Harlem written right on his face, nice and big and all that, looks pretty good. Got more yellows than anything, which is Luke Cage's color of costume, really just the shirt tucked into his pants, from what I know. And here's the cleaner version. That definitely looks a lot nicer. There's more grays on this one than anything, but this one does look a little more different, of course. So why don't we go ahead and open this one up and then see what it looks like. Hopefully not like the Spider-Man one. Alright, he's out of his box. And this one is definitely in much better condition. He's facing a little to the side here. He's not really facing straight. So here we got Marvel, right on the top left rather than the bottom. New York, top right. And Harlem, along with his name, Luke Cage, on the bottom there. But yeah, some nice, good-looking colors. I don't really like this one as much compared to the others, only because it seems like they've got more going on than this one. It seems like they've grouped everything together a little bit more, which I like the more scattered out design of the street art and all that. But yep, this is the second to last one I've got. So, why don't we go ahead and move on to our final. And this one is a special one. The man, the myth, the legend, the creator himself, Stan Lee. Now, as you can see, this is a little different than the other ones. This one has POW Entertainment written on it, rather than Marvel. That's because POW Entertainment is apparently a multimedia entertainment production company. This was founded in 2001 by Stan Lee himself and his friend Gil Champion, who is the current president. And what they do is basically they just market globally Stan Lee's intellectual properties, which is, movies, TV shows, brands, events, and all that stuff. So that's why his has this POW Entertainment on the front. But yeah, this is the man himself right there, just pointing at you, and does say Bronx in the background. So why don't we go ahead, open this final pop, and go ahead and take a nice look at the man himself. Alright, he's out of his box, and here we can see Stan the Man Lee. May he rest in peace. Yes sir, POW Entertainment on the top here. We got Bronx written in the back, New York City on the bottom, and Stan Lee right in between. Yes sir, the man, the myth, the legend himself. It's sad to know that he's gone, but his legacy will live on forever in all of these wondrous characters. And luckily this one is in perfect working order, unlike SpiderMan over here. But yeah, beautiful works of art. I do love these. I mean, that's why I spend so much money to get them. Even if it wasn't for a video, I would have bought these. But yeah, these are every single one from the street art collection. I don't think they'll be releasing any more. I think it was just supposed to be 7. Now if they do a part 2, well, I'm probably gonna have to buy that because I just love these. But yep, these are all of them, all 7. Now, as I've mentioned before, I will be trying to put these in my background. I'm not sure how I'm gonna do it. I did just originally plan to put all the boxes on top of each other and all that. I can still do that. I can still put them back in their boxes, but I just like this look right here. But yeah, we'll see what happens on the next video. And with that, guys, do remember to like, subscribe, leave a comment, leave a suggestion. Do remember to ring that bell button and all that stuff. And you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, and all those. It has been a while since I posted on anything, but I am coming back, and I'll be making more content again. So, with that, guys, do remember to keep on collecting, and keep on sharing. I'll leave you with some nice action shots and stills and all that stuff of these wondrous pop figures and their incredible artwork. Thank you for joining me. See you guys next time.
On the track. Many fantasies are being transformed into reality by modern science.